Are you tired of swiping endlessly on dating apps with no real results? Stick around because today we're breaking down Hinge to see if it's the dating app you've been waiting for and the best alternatives to look at. We're judging Hinge on 3 key factors: how many people are using it, are the users actually finding success, and what does it take to make it work? Let's dive in and find out if Hinge is really worth your time. First up, the user base. Hinge has over 23 million users worldwide, making it one of the biggest players in the dating game. But does size really matter? Well, when it comes to dating apps, it does matter. More users means more chance of you finding the correct match. Hinge has exploded from just 2.4 million users in 2017 to more than 23 million users today. So, is it the biggest? Not really. Tinder has 75 million users and Bumble has 50 million. But realize this, Hinge isn't even available in all the countries. Besides that, Hinge also has a lot less bots and spammers. So in the department of users, it's a win. Next, are people really getting results? Well, Hinge reported that 90% of the users said that their first date went great and 72% of them wanted to go on a second date. But obviously, these numbers are self-reported, so I'm not really buying these numbers at all. So what's my view on it? Well, my company manages the dating profiles for our clients, whom are located in different countries, so here's my opinion. Tinder previously was pretty much the only dating app out there. Since it was viewed as an only hookups app, a lot of women migrated to Bumble. Bumble marketed itself as the cool app where women go first. The only problem is, women hate messaging first, and it kind of failed, you know? 9 out of 10 women, when they send the first message, is like, hey or hi, leaving the burden of the conversation on men again. You can hate it, but that's kind of how reality is. And then came Hinge, which looks a little bit more polished and pretty instead of that ugly yellow color Bumble uses. And what's the best part? Well, men can go first again. But that's not the only reason why Hinge is doing well. You see, with Hinge, you cannot add a bio. Hinge communicates with having prompts on your profile and you can attach them to your photos. This makes it easier for men and women to start a conversation. There's nothing harder than start a conversation with a completely empty profile or some generic images. So Hinge did a good job. What's the end result? A great app that gets many of our clients tons of dates and probably is the app that established the most amount of long-term relationships. So after setting up more than 1,000 dates for all our clients via Hinge, I can say with quite a lot of confidence that Hinge really works. And in the case you missed it, over half of our relationships nowadays get formed online. So the statistics also back it up. So the user results, they are good. But you might wonder, Koen, you recently posted a video about why Hinge is getting bad. What's this all about? So we need to talk about metric number 3, what does it take to make it work? I often talk about what the ideal world for getting people in relationship would look like. And ultimately, what would be amazing if you could just like upload your email history or just get a strain of hair and get the perfect match delivered to your doorstep. But we both know that's not going to happen anytime soon. So what's the reality when it comes to Hinge? Well, if you're a guy, you're going to have to put in some work. If your photos are like 5 to 10 years old and made on an iPhone 1, you're going to fail. You're dressed like a homeless person and have horrible prompts, you're also going to fail. So does this mean that you need to be an Instagram model? No. Obviously, it would help, but it's not required. Most of our clients are just normal, regular looking men. And that's what the problem is at. You see, most men have bad photos and they sound boring. Having horrible photos, even when you're not bad looking, just isn't going to get you very far. But what if you get things sorted out? Well, then you can rack up a bunch of dates and hit your goals in no time, no matter what your dating goals are. So let me summarize it like this. First, get some good photos. Secondly, sit down and think for more than 6 minutes about your prompts. A third, learn the basic online dating communication. You can't be opening girls with like, hey, how are you doing? And expect that all the girls come to your apartment the next day. So here's my conclusion. If Hinge is worth it for men in 2025. If you're looking for a serious relationship, it's the best app. If you're looking for a hookup, it's still quite a good app. But remember, dating apps work, but you need to make them work. Now, should you switch from Bumble and Tinder to Hinge? No, not necessarily, and here's why. On every app, there's different people. You should cast a net as wide as possible, so you should kind of be on all 3 apps. But let's briefly talk about the alternatives that you have as a single guy. 1, you can go and party, get drunk, and hit on women in bars. Number 2, what you can do is go to coffee shops and talk to women in there. 3, you can spend a lot of time on like Instagram and DM random people that might be in your city. 4 is like you can go to sugar dating websites and throw a lot of money at those women and hope that they will love you. Number 5 is you can actually go to a strip club and try to find the love of your life. So yeah, online dating isn't the worst way to find a partner. If you want to have a team of professionals manage your profile for you, check the link in my profile. And if you want to have a deep dive into how to use Hinge effectively, check out the video you can see on your screen and don't forget to subscribe.